8.4 is multiply and divide rational expressions. So to simplify, we want to first rewrite division problems as multiplication problems, factor what we can, cancel out as much as you can, and then rewrite as one fraction. So multiply the numerators and denominators. So for number 1, we want to simplify the results. We have x squared minus 4 over x squared plus 9x plus 14. So we want to factor the numerator and the denominator. The top, or the numerator, is a difference of two squares, so it's going to factor into x minus 2 and x plus 2. And in the denominator, you would have 14 at the top and 9 at the bottom, so that's going to be 7 and 2 with x on top. So that becomes x plus 7 and x plus 2. And now we have a fraction with everything factored, and we can cancel out the x plus 2 because it shows up on both the numerator and the denominator. So this will simplify to x minus 2 over x plus 7. For number 2, we have x squared plus 2x minus 24 over x squared plus 7x plus 6. So for the numerator, we have negative 24 and 2 at the bottom, and that would be 6 and negative 4, and x would go on top. So that's x plus 6 times x minus 4. And in the denominator, we have to factor that as well. So that's going to be 6 at the top and 7 at the bottom, so that'll be 6 and 1. So that's x plus 6 times x plus 1, and they both have an x plus 6, or we see one at the top and at the bottom, so we can cancel those out. So this will equal x minus 4 over x plus 1. Okay, number 3, we have 3x minus 12 over x plus 5 times x plus 6 over 2x minus 8. So we can't factor with the x method because nothing's squared, but we can factor some numbers out. For the numerator, we can factor out a 3, so that'll be 3 times x minus 4. Denominator, we can't factor, so I'm just going to leave it as x plus 5. And then for the next fraction, I can't factor the numerator, so I'm just going to leave it as x plus 6. And in the denominator, I can factor out a 2. So the numerator and denominators both have x minus 4, so I can cancel those out. So that would be 3 times x plus 6 over 2 times x plus 5. Okay, number 4, we have x squared minus 3x minus 4 over x squared plus 4x plus 4 times 2x squared plus 4x over x squared minus 4x plus 3. So there's going to be a lot of factoring because there's a lot of quadratics here. For the numerator in the first fraction, we have negative 4 on the top, 3 on the bottom. So that's going to be 4 and negative 1. So this will be x plus 4 times x minus 1. Then for the denominator, we have 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom, so that'll be 2 and 2. So we have x plus 2 times x plus 2. Okay, hold on, let me make this a little smaller so I have space. Then for 2x squared plus 4x, we don't need the x method. We can factor out the GCF, which is going to be 2x. And then for the denominator, that would be a 3 on the top, negative 4 on the bottom, so that's negative 3 and negative 1 with an x on top. So that's x minus 3 times x minus 1. So now we're looking for anything that matches on the top and on the bottom. In the numerator, we have x minus 1, and there's an x minus 1 on the denominator, so we can cancel those out. And we also have x plus 2 on the numerator and denominator. So our final answer would be 2x times x plus 4 over x plus 2 times x minus 3. Okay, number 5, we have 3x squared plus 13x plus 4 over x squared minus 4 divided by 4x plus 16 over x plus 2. So, when we divide, we're really multiplying by the reciprocal. So I'm going to change this to multiply by x plus 2 over 4x plus 16. And then now we want to factor everything. So for 3x squared plus 13x plus 4, that's going to be a 12 on top, 13 on the bottom. So that's going to be 12 and 1. So this will factor into x plus 12. Oh, oops, sorry. 3x on top. So this will factor into x over 4. So we have x plus 4 over 3x plus 1. The denominator is a difference of 2 squares, so that's x plus 2, x minus 2. The x plus 2 is going to stay at the top. And then for the denominator, we can factor out a 4. So we have x plus 4 on the numerator and denominator, and we also have x plus 2 in the numerator and denominator. So this will equal 3x plus 1 over 4 times x minus 2. Then for the last problem, we have a division problem again, so we're going to first rewrite this as a multiplication. So this is going to be 1 over x squared minus x minus 20. And then we're going to factor everything. So for x squared minus 8x plus 15, that's a 15 on top, negative 8 on the bottom. And then that's going to be negative 5 and negative 3. And x goes on top. For the denominator, we have x squared plus 4x. We can factor out an x. And then for the next one, we have x squared minus x minus 20. So negative 20 goes on top, negative 1 goes on the bottom. So that's going to be negative 5 and 4. X goes on top. So we have times 1 over x minus 5 times x plus 4. And now we're looking for anything that matches in the numerator and denominator. So we can cancel out the x minus 5. We can't cancel out the x plus 4s because they're both on the denominator. So this will equal x minus 3 over x times x plus 4. And you can write this out twice, or you can write it as squared.